Hey class, thought I'd do another video this week, so I'm just going to dive right into the question. We're asked to look at how sin impacts our communal life, and I thought this was kind of interesting because I was actually just talking to my pastor about this week. A little bit off topic here, but I thought I'd bring it up because it's like a personal application. Um, 2 weeks ago, he wore sneakers, blue jeans, and a t-shirt to church, and that's what he wore to preach in. And I'm working in the media room getting the lyrics ready and adjusting the soundboard, and he comes in to give me his sermon notes, and I see what he's wearing. I'm like, Pastor, you're wearing sneakers. And he goes, yeah, I'm traveling and I forgot to bring my shoes. And so I said, well, there's definitely going to be some people with some opinion about that. Are you prepared to deal? And he said, well, if anyone has a problem with it, they can come up to me and say something, and I'll explain to them the situation. So anyway, that Tuesday we met for lunch, as we kind of often do now, and we started talking about whether or not a pastor should wear a certain type of dress on Sunday. And my thinking was, well, the very reason that we even have what we wear in the first place is as evidence that we live in a fallen world. Clothing exists because we live in sin, and because I have shame, I cover my body with clothes. And so why I wear what I wear is directly because other people are living in the same sinful world that I am. I'm not an island, right, as the saying goes. And so I began to think about this question too, along that same vein of all sin that we have is evidence that we live in a fallen world of sin. It's not just a personal issue between myself and God, but my sin affects my relationships with other people as well. And the very first thing that came to my mind as a young man is the issue with pornography. Pornography is, I believe, something that people typically get away with because they think it's in secret. I'm just doing this on my own. Nobody knows about it, and it doesn't affect anyone but myself. But that's a flat out lie. Pornography affects everyone that you come into contact with, not just women. It affects the way that you view other people. It affects the way you view yourself, and it really is because you're convinced that it's okay and you're living in sin. You're actively dishonoring God on a regular basis with your body. And the Bible says that your sin will make itself apparent, will be known, and will come out eventually. And so when you're even in private, our sin is affecting our mood, is affecting our attitude and our behavior towards other people. And by either living in sin or rejecting sin from our lives, we can either be a positive influence or a negative influence in the people that we interact with. So the more we engage in sin, the more negative of a person that we become, the more less of a blessing we are unto them. And the more we remove sin from our lives and focus on living holy in holiness and God's holiness and putting on His righteousness, the more we have the ability to be a blessing into other people's lives. So that's just a quick thought from me. I look forward to discussing with you guys over the weekend, and I hope you all have a good one and take care.